Hello everyone, and welcome back to watching only the first and last episodes of an anime! That title's a bit of a mouthful. You know, I say welcome back and all, but like, this is a type of video that I haven't done in I think like a year. At this point, most of you probably haven't even seen those. But basically, this is where I, as the title implies, watch only the very first and very last episode of an anime I've never seen before. And as we go through the episodes and once we get to the end, I try and figure out what the heck happened in the middle of the series. You know, what is this show about? Who are these characters? What did I miss? And of course, by the end, I will be a total expert on the series and know everything. I've already done this once before with Tokyo Ghoul and Naruto. And today we're going to be tackling another iconic, well-known anime, Neon Genesis Evangelion. Now this is one of those shows where I've always been curious about it, but nowhere near curious enough to sit down and watch the whole thing. Like at this point, I just don't know that it's actually gonna happen. Not to mention, it's mecha, and I really have a hard time watching mecha. But you know, I thought today I would go ahead and take the shortcut to becoming an expert on Neon Genesis by watching only the first and last episodes. And I'm only counting the actual anime that is like 20 whatever episodes. If there's movies, whatever, I'm not counting that. We're only doing the first and the last episode of the anime. I think that about covers it, so why don't we get into this? Episode number 1. Oh, I'm not skipping the intro, come on. It's iconic, I can't do that. Except you guys can't even hear it now because it's copyrighted. It's definitely interesting seeing the actual version because I've seen a lot of meme versions of this opening. I'm like, oh, this is what it actually looks like. 2015 AD. I like that we had to add the AD. If that wasn't there, I would have thought it was 2015 BC. What the hell is that? Oh my god, okay. So, something's going down here. Also, side note, the audio is gonna be pitched and the video will be altered some to also avoid copyright. It's just the thing that I do. And it's worked up until now, so fingers crossed it continues to. There he is. Isn't he pathetic? I feel like people say that he's pathetic. She's a ghost. That's my first prediction. She's a ghost. What are those? Whoa! What is that? I don't know what's happening. Is the world just like this? Like, is Shinji, is that the main character's name? Does he know about all this? Or is this just, surprise, the world's like this now? Oh my, did it fly or did it jump? It's not even phasing that thing. Angels? It's an angel? Is it actually gonna work or is it still gonna be like, whatever? Okay, he's way too chill about this. I'm gonna assume this is normal for him? Okay, then they just met. Huh. Oh wow, it did not care. Not even a bomb could take it down. Ew, it's ugly. Just tape the car back together, it'll be fine. Oh, it's regenerating. Well, that sucks. I think you just need to pick it up and move it to Mars. There's the solution. Oh, his dad works here. Okay. A teacher told him that. So he doesn't actually know what his dad does? Does he have a relationship with his dad? What the heck? They just lower into the ground. Is he the spare pilot? Why is everything upside down? What did they just enter? Gosh, this place is so weird. How long did it take them to build this? Oh, surprise! What the heck is that? He's got such a baby voice. You probably can't tell with the way I pitched the voice down, though. Hey, how's it going? It's me, your dad. You haven't seen in 3 years. Did you like my cool entrance way up here? Oh my god. They're really just gonna have him do it? Why? He's just a rando kid. Why him though? Has he ever flown something like this before? How is he the most qualified person for this? Is it like in his blood, maybe? I'm with him, this is kind of crazy. Don't run away, get in and pilot this thing. Is there a reason only he can do it? And if so, why don't they just tell him? I mean, were they expecting him to just readily agree to it though? Get in this thing and pilot it, go, you might die, because you've never done it before. He's gonna be like, I'll do it because this girl is injured. The robot will be the one person, or thing, that actually cares and wants Shinji. Deal with it! I know you've got no experience with this, but deal with it! If a bomb couldn't destroy that thing, why can this thing destroy it? I really hope all he has to do is just sit there. What is this thing on autopilot? How's he supposed to know what to do? Too big a continued. Okay, well, there's episode 1. I feel kind of bad for Shinji. He just shows up and they're like, get in this thing and pilot it, and hopefully you don't die. Like, what? I mean, the one lady was like, you just have to sit in there. Is it really all he has to do? Is he gonna have to fight that thing? I'm never gonna know, because I'm going straight to the last episode after this. But I guess before I do that, I should give my predictions on how this series is going to go and how it's going to end. He's gonna really bond with the girl that's injured. His dad will die. I don't know why I feel that way, but you know, maybe they're gonna like bond or something, and then he's gonna die. And Shinji's gonna become part of this team, and the whole time he's gonna be like, I can't do this. And they're like, yes, you can. And then he does the thing. And that's his arc throughout the whole story. I don't really know what the end goal is here, like to defeat these angels. So, you know, maybe it's gonna end with them defeating the angels and world peace. But why don't we find out, okay? Let's jump into the last episode and see how it ends. Oh, it's 2016 now. Okay, we've fast forwarded it a year. Case 3, what? There's a lot of words flashing on the screen. Terror, ah. Oh, yeah, he thinks he's unwanted, so I'm sure that's a big part of his character arc too. People can't live on their own. We gotta have bonds. We gotta work together. It's persona shit. Oh, well, there's Dad. Maybe he didn't die. Are you injured girl or are you ghost girl from the start? Or are they the same person? This is kind of scary. I'm getting creeped out. It's like deep, but also creepy. Is this just all happening in his head? Or is there some sort of weird technology where they're all merging together? This is a very long section. Okay, so Shinji has some major issues with his self-worth and wanting to be needed. Oh, and he hates himself. I'm sure if I was attached to Shinji and went through this whole journey, this would be very emotional right now. But I can kind of appreciate what they're doing here, even without any of the context. Did it end? Okay, it seems we're out of whatever that was. I don't know that we're out of it. I think we're still in it. What is causing this crisis? I don't know. I would know if I watched the whole show, but I'm not doing that. What? No, we're getting a little too philosophical for my brain. Interesting, it reverted to this kind of hand-drawn style. What's going on? Are we having some serious meditation right now? Oh, you figured it out? Oh, it was a bad dream. That was a really long bad dream. Is that your sister? Oh, it's your childhood friend. Never mind. See, I thought, you know, when you would wake up from this, the world would be like ending or something. Is that his dad? And he's like home? Something seems off here. Things seem so much more calm than I thought the final episode of this show would be. Maybe this is a flashback? Oh, it's her. Huh. He went to an alternate dimension. Everything is just way too nice and he doesn't know who that girl is, but I'm pretty sure he should. She's their teacher now? Okay, she's the transfer student. Are we in a different dimension? What happened? Uh-huh! It is another possible world. I was like, this is it. You made it up. Yay! Shinji, learn to like yourself. Yay! You did it! To father, thank you. To mother, goodbye. And to all the children, congratulations. What? Now, out of the 3 anime that I've done this with now, Tokyo Ghoul, Naruto, and Neon Genesis, this was the least helpful last episode yet. When it came to Naruto, the last episode, yeah, it was unhelpful in figuring out what went on, but it was more helpful than this. But nonetheless, I guess I gotta figure out what the heck happened in this show now. That is the purpose of this video. So from what I've gathered in that last episode, Shinji really hates himself, and he thinks everyone else hates him, and he's scared of being abandoned, and he just wants to be wanted. And I'm guessing this is just something he struggled with throughout the whole show, and the only way he found worth was by piloting the Eva? Is that what they called it? I don't know, the robot dude. I'm just gonna call it the robot. He thought that was the only way people would like him, and the only way he would have worth is if he could pilot that thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and guess that, you know, they beat the angels. I think that's what those big things were called. They beat them, and they took the world back, and then they didn't need big robot dudes anymore. And Shinji was like, well, what am I gonna do? Everyone hates me, and now the one thing that I'm good at is gone. And so he went through this horrible mental spiral. Either he had this like dream himself, this was all something happening in his mind, or all of his friends were like, you need to stop hating yourself, you have worth, and they hooked him up to like this thing that made him experience this. Look, I've only ever seen the first Divergent movie, but if you've seen that, they have like this thing where they hook the people up and they're like in this other world. That's what they put Shinji in. And they're like, we're gonna put you in here until you learn to love yourself. And then he was like, wow, there's other worlds. I don't get that part. Is there multiple timelines? It was basically like, you know, maybe there's one where I am piloting a thing. And you know, there's a world where I'm happy at school and I have friends and people like me. Anyway, he went through this whole thing and he learned to love himself. I don't know what the thanking the children was about. I think his mom died because he said goodbye to his mom. I guess his dad didn't die because he said, thank you, Dad, but goodbye to Mom. So maybe he's thanking his dad for bringing him into this world, you know, of the whole, like, robot stuff. Because it gave him worth, and that's how he learned to love himself and find friends. And that's Neon Genesis Evangelion. I like how I just did an in-depth character analysis of Shinji when I barely know anything about him, and I spoke on absolutely nothing of, like, the robots and the weird big dudes. Look, it was an all-out war, okay? They did everything they could. There were ups, there were downs, but in the end, they persevered and they won. They lost some friends along the way, and what about that blue-haired girl? They bonded, they were co-pilots. And yeah, so as you can see, I am an expert on Neon Genesis Evangelion. But yeah, I'm sure this is a fantastic show because people talk about it a lot. And from what I saw, the last episode, like, seemed really cool and impactful and emotional. You know, it was very deep, and I liked like the art style kind of thing that they were going with. It was very cool. So good on you, Neon Genesis. But yeah, okay, I guess that's gonna do it for me today, guys. If there's another anime that you would like to see me do this with, let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed, like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!